This is Brock with Boss Roofing Experts. Today is Friday, July 24th, inspecting this concrete tile roof for Kyle and Barb Senkevich. Before I even get off the ladder, I check these for looseness. You should not be able to lift a tile any more than 2 inches with less than 35 pounds of pressure, and these are pretty loose. Now if you can see, the reason they're loose is the screws are all up. I mean right there, they're at least a 1/4 inch, close to a half. What happens is these tiles lift up and down during a hurricane and they act like big pry bars pulling those screws up. So I'm sure we're going to find some more loose tile up here, but let's do a quick walk through. You may hear some of these moving under my feet. That's because they're loose. Here's a small corner break. We'll probably see several of those. This is certainly an older tile roof. Now I'm here, you can see where we've got an impact break. Something more than likely hit this to cause that pattern, and it's just been caulked back together. Hard to say when that happened. Here's some more of these corner breaks. So if you're facing the front of the house, we are on the far left side right now. So let's step over here to the other side of the ridge. See nothing too terrible over here. As we look to the back of the house here, those vents have been changed sometime. There's no way that they're original to the roof, just looking at the coloration of them. So I can't say when that's been done, but I'd say within the last few years. Here's another little break in the corner, caulked up. Again, you may hear some of this tile moving around a little bit. We've got some definite loose spots. Here's several of these corners broken. And that again is from the tile getting lifted and dropped back down. And that corner where they overlap, as you can see, it's much thinner than the rest of the tile, so it's an easy spot for it to break. Especially when they lift up, they also twist since they only have one screw, so when they fall down and they're not in the correct locking part, they will break there. Other thing I'm seeing now, got quite a bit of this ridge cap where the mortar's cracked along it. So of course that's not kosher. Alright, seeing some more severe damage as we get towards the front here. So we got again several of these little cracks along the corners. Here's a more severe break here by the valley. Somebody tried to fill with some kind of caulking. A couple more of those corner breaks. One here. Here you can see we've got one that's cracked all the way across and has been just caulked back together and painted over. I'll go ahead and walk across the front here. So if we step over here, see we got another major break here, corner crack right above it, another crack here down in the valley, another little guy right there. As we look here, it looks to me like there's been a repair done here at some point. You can see how these tiles are painted and they just have a slightly different tint to them, and that's a pretty common place for a leak to happen, especially with that downspout dumping right on the roof there. But you can see we've got this area where all that valley water runs down, plus we've got all the water from above all in and up right here. And I don't see any proper flashing in there at all. Just shine a light in there. Oh, there goes my tape measure. As you can see, it's just got a bunch of old cracked up tar in there. So that's probably going to be a problem again. I also see the old underlayment here. See how it's all curled up and just kind of dried out. So everything I'm seeing here, especially the amount of loose tile and broken tile, the fact that this roof's got to be at least 15 years old and more than likely a discontinued tile. Honestly, the homeowner, or the person that owns the home now, should file a claim for Hurricane Irma. The problem that you may run into is if you go to buy this home the lender is going to send an inspector, and if they get on this roof, in my opinion, I don't think they will pass it. So I'll forward this video to you, and feel free to give me a call if you got any questions. Thank you.